We are going to show you how to pull iron out of cereal. You will need 2 cups of cereal, a Ziploc bag, a hammer, a half a cup of water, duct tape, a magnet, and a measuring cup.
For step 1, you're going to need to dump 2 cups of cereal into a Ziploc bag. You're going to need to let all the air out of the bag because when you're doing this, if you smash the bag with a hammer, it will cause the bag to pop. So make sure to let all the air out or your whole experiment will be destroyed.
Step 2, duct tape the bag shut and smash it with a hammer until it is in small particles.
Step 3. For this step, you need to pour 1/2 cup of water into the bag to separate all of the particles. And then use a magnet to pull the iron out.
In conclusion, we were excited to share with you how to pull iron out of cereal.
First, gather your materials. You need a blender, 1 cup of cereal, 1 cup of water, a baggie, and a magnet. Then you need to put a cup of water and cereal in the blender. You need to put the water with the cereal so it's easier for the iron to find the magnet. You will need to put the lid on the blender so your mixture doesn't go everywhere, and then you'll need to turn your blender on. Keep the mixture inside the blender until your mixture is all shredded up.
After it's shredded up, pour it out the mixture into a baggie because it's easier to attract the magnet.
Take the magnet and rub it against your baggie in a small area to find the iron. The end.
Today we're going to show you how to find iron in some cereal. What you're going to need is you're going to need a measuring cup, cereal, water, a blender, and a Ziploc bag, and a magnet. Step 1. Get 1 cup of your desired cereal with iron in it. Get 2 cups of water.
Pour it in a blender, blend it on high until it is liquid.
Pour the mixture in a zip bag. Get a magnet and move it around until you find the iron.
With these 6 simple steps, you can find iron in cereal.
For this experiment, we will be extracting iron from cereal. The iron is trapped in small particles in the cereal. You have to blend the cereal to extract the iron.
To extract the iron, you need to put the cereal in a blender.
Then add 1/2 cup of water so it will not be dry, and then blend well.
After that, you'll put it in a bag and rub a magnet on either the side or on the bottom to extract the iron.
The end.
To figure out if there really is iron in cereal, you'll need a magnet, some cereal, and a plastic bag.
Step 1. Smash the cereal in the plastic bag with your hand. Make sure that all the air is out of the bag.
Use the magnet to separate the iron from the rest of the cereal in the bag. Keep the magnet up to the bag and take out the rest of the cereal. Now you can take the magnet away and there should be iron left in the bag.
The end.
Okay, you will need a magnet, Ziploc bag, some cereal, and water. First, there's this thing, and it's like shaped like a star, and you crush like foods like vape with it, and you do like this with it. And you'll need one of those to crush the little amount of cereal in a Ziploc bag.
Second, keep cereal in bag, add water just enough to make the cereal float, mix well. Helps the iron attract to the magnetic pole.
Then get a magnet and move it around on the bag which contains the cereal and water mixture. The magnet will pull the iron out of the cereal.
Watch as the iron is pulled out of the cereal. The magnet has a magnetic pull which attracts the iron in the cereal. The end.
We're about to show you how to get iron out of cereal. First, you want to add any cereal to a large glass bowl. Next, you'll need to add water and let it sit for a minute.
After that, mash the cereal up until it is tiny pieces.
Finally, run a magnet near the bottom of the bowl and you'll find iron. To draw the iron out of the cereal, we have devised this experiment.
First, you get the cereal and pour it onto the countertop. Next, you crush it so that the iron will be released.
Then you push the cereal, you put a magnet to it, and since it's like powdery, it should be able to have iron on it if you check it right. And that's mainly the hints.
The things you need is a hammer, plastic bag, cereal, and a magnet.
Okay, then you have to put the cereal in a plastic bag.
Then you smash it with a hammer. Then you rub a magnet over the bag and watch it clump together at the end.
This is my group, and we are going to show you how to get iron out of cereal. First off, you'll need to gather your materials. You will need a magnet, protective gloves, a battery, and 2 copper wires.
Then you will attach the copper wires to the negative and the positive side of the battery.
You take the negative wire and attach it to a light bulb, and the positive wire and attach it to the cord plate. Once the cereal is burning, you will take a magnet to attract the iron out of it. Therefore, this experiment should take out all of the iron, and it should come together onto the magnet. Thank you and good night.
Hello, my name is Banna. This is Jaden, Ashton, and Emily, and we're gonna show you how to find iron in cereal.
First, we will need to gather our materials.
A plastic bag, cereal, magnet, and water.
Next, put the cereal in the plastic bag.
Crush the cereal in the bag.
Put the water in the bag after you crush it.
Get your magnet
And rub it on the bag.
Then you will need to find the iron in the cereal.
This
is how we find the iron in the cereal.
Get a big container.
Pour water in container.
Pour the crunch cereal in a container with some water.
Then you let it sit for 1 hour and 30 minutes.
Use a magnet to get the iron to the top of the container. If you want, use a tiny cup to grab the iron.
I'm Jake.
I'm Lauren. I'm Whisper.
And I'm Kate. Today we are going to show you how to find iron in your cereal.
All you'll need is a microscope and the crumbs of your cereal. First, filter the crumbs out of the box and onto a microscope slide.
Place the slide under your microscope.
Magnify the lens of the microscope until you can see the particles clearly.
Look for the luster of iron particles or shiny pieces of metal.
And that's how you can find iron in your cereal.
The end. How do we know there's actually iron in cereal?
Hi, I'm Dr. Sear, and I'm here to tell you that companies can't lie about their products. Some people have allergies.
True that, Dr. Sear. Today we are going to tell you how to get iron out of your cereal.
First, you're going to need a hammer and a box of cereal.
Okay, now you will need to hammer your cereal hard.
And then you get the magnet and rub the magnet all over your cereal. And that's how you find iron in cereal. Iron that can stick to metal and metal and cereal.
You're right, it's actually good for you. There are 2 kinds of iron. There's one that is healthy and one that is magnetic.
Totally. There's vitamins in cereal iron and iron that you make cars with.
You can tell that if it's healthy iron because you cannot bang onto it with a hammer. Non-healthy metal, you can.
Yeah.
I'm Drew Smith. I'm Maddie. Cody Wool. I'm Sarah. And we're going to teach you how to get the iron out of your cereal. First, you want to get cereal, a plastic baggie, water, and then hands. You want to put the cereal in a baggie and zip it up. Next, you will smash it all up until it is in tiny little pieces.
Add water to the baggie.
Then you'll need to get the magnet. Because of metal's metallic properties, you'll have to put it by the bag and the metal should go to the magnet.
First, you need some cereal, some water, a blender, and a magnet. Then you get your bag of cereal and you put it in the blender and blend it.
Then you add water to the blended cereal and blend it till all the little cereals are like floating in the water.
And then you grab the magnet and you rub it on the glass of the plastic till the iron attracts.
This is how you get iron out of your cereal. First, you will need a blender,
a magnet, and a clear table or space, and a little bit of cereal. Second, you will need a little bit of cereal and put it in the blender.
Third, you need to put it on high on the blender so you can crush the cereal.
Before you need to take the cereal out of the blender, then you need to lay the cereal on a clean surface and spread it out.
You need to get a magnet that actually works.
You need to go slowly across the cereal with the magnet. And this is how you get the iron out of cereal. The end.
Just kind of go and see that black spot?
Mm-hmm.